leave, I just want to say that this is going to be my last series. I have decided to quit. And I've told my teammates before I have come here, and this 4 test matches is going to be my last. Thanks for all your support. Hopefully we'll go on a winning note. Thanks.
I felt it was time to go.
Perhaps not the best of things to say in the run-up to the most keenly contested cricketing battles in recent times. But to public shock and awe and a wild frenzy of the media gathered, this is exactly what Sourav Ganguly announced in a press conference just 2 days prior to the start of the first test against Australia. It was curtains on arguably the most quixotic cricket career in Indian history.
I had decided, after giving it a lot of thought,
Ganguly burst into national consciousness as a 19-year-old during India's tour of Australia in 1992. But he was soon cold-shouldered after a knock of only 3 in his debut one-day game against the West Indies. But Ganguly rose like a phoenix 4 years later. One summer afternoon at the Mecca of cricket, becoming the first Indian and only the 3rd in world cricket to score a century on Test debut at Lord's. A scintillating 131 in the second Test of the series was followed by an equally stylish 136 in the next Test at Trent Bridge. And soon the world was witness to the renaissance of arguably the most graceful Indian left-hander ever.
For all the moments, I think your first Test match is always special. And that too, going on to get 100 was even more special.
14 more centuries, 7,212 runs at 42.17, and 4th on the list of India's all-time highest Test scorers. Ganguly stamped his class in Test cricket much before his one last hurrah with the Aussies earlier this year. But with 11,363 runs at 41.02 and 22 centuries, the Prince of Calcutta will continue to assert his one-day greatness as long as statistics will count. Fondly remembered as Sachin Tendulkar's partner in crime that saw a world record opening partnership aggregate of 6,609 runs, Ganguly rose to the highest echelons of one-day batting. It's a great shot. Personally, he finished at number 4 in the list of all-time highest one-day scorers.
When I started my career, if somebody told me that, you'll play 100 Test matches and 300 one-day games, and I would have told him, you must be joking.
Controversies have always mired Ganguly's career. Dubbed arrogant by many during his early phase, Ganguly had allegedly refused to carry drinks onto the field during his first tour in Australia. His spat with Greg Chappell when he was the coach of Team India also hurt his career. Fines, bans, injuries and a string of poor performances during the latter part of his career didn't help either. Soon the famous shirt-swinging poster captain of Indian cricket became the fall guy. His one-day stats also came to a screeching halt.
Because I didn't play much of one-day cricket since 2005, and I was in and out, played 1 year of one-day cricket, and then again was left out. So from that point of view, a lot of the players who have fantastic records in one-day cricket kept playing. But to be honest, I didn't play much one-day cricket for the last 4 years. To have more than 11,000 runs and play only 20 one-day games in the last 4 years is definitely disappointing, but that's the way it was.
However, in a span of close to 16 years, Ganguly provided many highlights for Indian cricket, which will live on in the memories of cricket fans for as long as cricket is played. From the football-loving streets of Kolkata to cricket's biggest backyard, Ganguly's rise to cricketing stardom was heady, and for many, including Ganguly himself, was uncharted.
I can't remember the day when I started. When I started, for me, every match was fun. Whether I played a club game, whether I played for Bengal, whether I played under 15, 17, 19, they were all fun. So to think at that stage of playing for India never came in the mind. It's stages in life, and I think once you cross stages in life, your thought process changes. So when I started my cricket, I never thought I'm going to come here at this stage.
Ganguly provided Indian cricket with its watershed moment during the 2003 World Cup. It was under his gallant leadership in South Africa that India reached the finals of a World Cup. exactly 20 years after Kapil's Devils sprang the biggest surprise by beating the West Indies in the final to lift the third World Cup. Team India's appearance in the final of the 2003 World Cup was not a flash in the pan. It was, in fact, the result of Ganguly's efforts over some time to build a fighting unit that was ready to take on the biggest teams.
It didn't happen for us, but I thought the entire team was proud of what they did in the World Cup. Winning 9 games in a row in a World Cup is very special. The only team we lost to was Australia, who went on to win the World Cup. So from that point of view, I thought the entire journey was very special. Unfortunately, we were runners-up.
As captain, he was instrumental in shaping the careers of some of India's future stars.
He has done an extremely good job, and I'm sure he would have inspired a lot of them, a lot of players, and I just hope people follow his example.
Harbhajan, Sehwag, Zahir, Ashish Nehra, he backed us all, and he knew that we had the match-winning capabilities. So, I mean, it's very important to captain to understand that, and that was a big boost for us in the early stages of our career.
Today, Ganguly should leave the cricket pitch highly content. After all, not many have played for so long, are remembered as India's most successful Test captain or the man who transformed the face of Indian cricket, especially that of one of touring abroad. Ganguly has had a fairy tale journey, so much so that even after his retirement, the world still seems to have not had enough of him.